A chilling warning from Vladimir Putin, a warning that Europe cannot afford to ignore. Because as the European Union prepares to take an unprecedented step to finance Ukraine's war effort, Russia is threatening retaliation, direct financial retaliation, and Putin says it bluntly: if Europe touches Russia's frozen assets even indirectly, the consequences will be abrupt, negative, and deeply destabilizing for Europe. So the big question we ask: is Europe now stepping into a danger zone? Is the European Union's plan to help Ukraine by selling frozen Russian assets about to open a new front, not on the battlefield, but on the financial system itself? We break down Putin's threat, Europe's response, and exactly why this moment is so critical. Russian President Vladimir Putin declared that Moscow is already drafting a package of reciprocal measures, basically counter steps that will be implemented if the European Union goes ahead with its latest Ukraine funding mechanism financed by frozen Russian assets lying in Europe right now. This mechanism, a massive 140 billion euros reparations-style loan for Ukraine, financed not by seizing Russia's frozen asset, but by using the cash value of those assets held in Euroclear, a financial depository in Europe. But Putin calls it something else entirely. He calls it theft. Now, what exactly is Europe trying to do here? Well, the European Union insists this is not confiscation. The frozen Russian assets worth hundreds of billions legally remain untouched. Instead, Euroclear would borrow against the asset and wire the loan to Ukraine, giving Ukraine vital funding for defense, a financial loophole basically, and maybe the only option on the table after 2.5 years of the war. But not everyone in Europe is convinced. Belgium, where Euroclear is based, has openly expressed fears of Russian retaliation, which now seem to be happening. So where does this leave Europe? At a crossroad between its commitment to Ukraine and the rising threat of financial warfare from Russia. The European Union believes its plan is legal, rational, and essential to Ukraine's survival right now. Russia calls it theft. Belgium is nervous. The European Union says the draft of this loan will be unveiled super soon. Moscow says it has already prepared a response. The question is no longer if Europe is in danger, but how soon that danger becomes real.